Okay, so I am back with Phoenix Wright. Well, Ace Attorney. Yeah, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Yeah, amazing how hard of a time I'm saying things right now. So I think we just showed Gumshoe the note. We have the phone. What is this thing here? I guess, where am I right now? Oh, I'm with the woman now. Now I remember. Okay, so move to detention center. Am I supposed to talk to her? Examine. Okay, let's examine then. What is this thing over here? Let's see. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey. Hey. What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Talk? Let's talk to her. Let's get some... what you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary, if you know what I mean. Better not encourage her. No, the thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see, well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Miss May. Could you just... who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here. Teehee. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. Jeez, I'm not gonna get any info from her, am I? I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Miss May, that's Miss May? I forgot her name already. Well, obviously I'm not getting info from her. I don't think there's anything I can present. Autopsy, cell phone, Maya, glass shards. I think this one was forged. The thinker, and attorney's badge. I don't think they're showing the attorney's badge. Yeah, sure. I don't think I can examine anything here. Examine. Late summer sunlight streams through the windows. There's the Fay and Company law offices buildings, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize the face from this distance, though. I don't think there's anything else I can really observe. I'm not allowed to get the screwdriver. That's the window. There's the bed. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Okay, let's just go move. Fine. Let's move, I guess. What am I supposed to... I can't present anything. There's no talking. Let's move. Back to the detention center, maybe. Let's talk to her. No, not back. Present, I mean. Let's present the phone. Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Oh, I could just read it? Oh, no. Present. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. I can talk to her. Your family. That would be an interesting one. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? your mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say that ESP runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh. Also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my ESP. I feel bad for her. All by herself up in that mountain. Your mother's enemy. I wonder if we'll find out about it in this trial. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium? Did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Oh, I see. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all about the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? White? Huh. Is that a name we know right now? There's nothing to examine here. That would be weird. So I gotta move something over quickly. It's in my way, because I am using my computer mostly. Yeah, this is a good place to put it. I believe so. Alright, that's good enough. I think I'll be on OBS though, mostly. Yeah, recording DS games is not really the best. Wasn't this guy, was it? Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me? Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar? Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? How come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it! Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Uh-oh. Ah, yes. Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go talking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Oh, well, yeah, he's probably representing... Dude, he's got big boobs there. I know that's a weird thing to say, but he's fat, so he's got man boobs. Like, they really do look like boobs. Unless he's got packing pecs or something. Why am I obsessing over this thing? That is weird. Well, first of all, I'm just curious. What was this thing again? The painting has been bugging me ever since. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me an... Oh, I thought I had a name. Well, you know what? Instead, we shall talk to him. Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me, why won't you take the case? Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see? But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia entrusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course. I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth the salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Let's try with Mia. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That painting, I'm curious. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I don't even know what accent I'm trying to do here. I'm just making a voice for him. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Well, that's all I can say to him. Nothing else to examine. Anything else to present? I don't think so. I guess I should go talk to Mia. Go and mention that, well, he ain't representing her. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center Visitor's Room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find a lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. Oh, really? What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? We'll defend Maya. Why did I call her Mia? Here's Maya. I'm getting confused with my characters already. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I cannot abandon you. Someone else is the culprit. I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Whoa. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Ah. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. I'm going to lose. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew, she smiled at least. Or at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? When I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Anything I can... Nope. Alright, let's move, I guess. I wonder... I mean, it's probably time to go back to the hotel. Good afternoon, sir. And this just sounds like the lawyer. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I tried to give him a bit more of a dignified voice, but I can't even do that. Nice, nice patch of red you got going there. Did you forget to dye it? I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Miss May, Mia, Maya, what? Is that like the naming convention? Ah, wait, April May. Is that her name? I get it. I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. He thinks I'm here. Wait, no. Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Gah! You came back quick! Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name before? Or where have the name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? I think not. Well, since I'm here, we shall examine while she is using the facilities. Yes, indeed. The screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? She's in cahoots with Mr. White, obviously. Wiretap added to the court record. I'm only missing one piece of evidence, and I could still get it at the trial, in theory. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, Jesus, dude. Oh, Bell? Oh, Bellboy, still there? Uh-oh. Time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. And bottom. Your bottom court. To be continued. Wait, what? What you mean? Sure, I shall save. Okay, there we go. I was like, we need to be continued. It's not like the episode's over. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 1. Oh, God. What? Oh, shit. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. All old people are going to have this voice, okay? I'm not very competent in my voice acting. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I've seen this guy before. He's on the box art, isn't he? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgewoth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today. He'll be on me in an instant. Okay, well, I guess he's that Grossman's not representing. Okay, I'm so confused. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, I gotta do the Edward G. Robinson voice. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Yes, sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map in the office to explain. Of the office. The body was found by the window. Here. That is an oddly shaped body. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. I think I'm saying sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. I've seen this before. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plan added to evidence. Oh wait, there's going to be more evidence. I can tell by the thingy. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. This guy doesn't have an accent. That's the only difference. Alright. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Smack! Hey, I just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked a lot of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. So instead of presenting a contradiction, I've got to make sure he slips up himself. So I won't be trying to prove him wrong. I'm going to get him to prove himself wrong. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay, let's see this. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Well, you know, I'll tell you what, though. Something weird about the witness one, though. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. Oh, hold on a second. I was at the window. You could not tell. You couldn't tell. Let's press on this one. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Oh, shit. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. So I must have done it right, because now we're going to try to get the hard evidence, not just the so-called evidence. More than the testimony. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my very own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. But didn't she die instantly? How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I believe it has to do with the fact that she wrote it as her dying thing. Let me check my... Can I check my thing here? I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. I'll go look at this quickly here. The autopsy report. I want to see what it says. Time of death was at 9 p.m. Cause single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Let's press on the fact that... That's what I thought. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger before she died. Let's press on this one. Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and in the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective, but it is a game. Oof. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases. No. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Oh, shit. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. I have a counter evidence. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Well, I didn't lose anything on that one. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Can I present my evidence now? Securing the suspect. Yeah, my own. I found a memo. Lab test results show that blood. Okay. Also, there was blood, and so this is where I think I'm going to present the autopsy report. I think. Present. Here we go. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks, now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. I feel like the court just switched sides, unless I'm just misremembering like 10 minutes ago. Order, order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Oh my god. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? Day of the murder. When did I get it? Was it? Well, it had to have been the day after the murder? Or I don't. It had to. Could have been the day of the murder. When did I get it? And who gave it? Oh, well, probably Gumshoe. The day after the murder? Is that it? It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. That sounds... He's forging. He's known as a forger. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have the time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. I mean, everything's a sham. You're a sham, Edgeworth, not the detective. He's doing his job. He's just kind of an idiot, maybe. I know I probably have pissed off somebody about that. He's like the detective, the friendly detective who's trying to do his job, but he's not really that great at it. He's not that negligent. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Where's the wiretapping coming to this? Well, Your Honor? I know I'm mixed. It doesn't matter. My voices suck anyway. The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Stop bowing. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Ah, great, it's May. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Oh, I didn't notice that joke at first. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Not with that much pink. Especially when she looks like a kitty cat type thing with her chest hanging out. Witness, your name, please. April May. Oh, jeez. At your service. Wink. Don't say wink, you're supposed to wink. What's that joke from? It was from Arrested Development, I think. Yeah. No. Family Guy. No, the rest of them was the one where it was like the bottle with the drowsy eye, but Lucille Bluth thought it was a winky eye to say, yeah, take these, drink while taking this medication. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. The ire of the women? Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room. Hee hee.
Wow, she's hamming it up.
I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Company law office?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Alright, what do I have to discount her testimony?
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, oh, I saw one with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her.
You're in cahoots with Wright.
Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped.
And at the time?
The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink.
Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? I see some other firm things in front of me. I'm doing my own kind of winking. It's called a blink. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing. Why would I ever say no? Why is this even a choice? I don't get that. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, what do I have? First, let's check my stuff here. We have the floor plan. I don't know if that helps. The murder scene at touch to check. There's the light from the window. I don't think the floor plan really helps me in this instance. The glass shards, I don't think either. Thinker, the wiretap, it was like 9. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. That just takes me to other ones. Let's check. 9:27 a.m. That really doesn't help me. At 9. See you tonight at 9. That's not good either. How would you... No, she knew it was 9. This one's a bit tricky. If I go... Okay, there is no other evidence. Is this the max I can have? The wiretap's too soon. Receipt. God damn, what am I looking for here? Well, I can press on something. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. The woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. And that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. That's it? Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There's gotta be something in there somewhere. Maybe I'd better just press her on the facts a bit. The fact that she saw something. A woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting on the defendant's chair. And the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. Let's press on this one. Something's odd about it. She dodged? Dodged what?
Well, the attack.
Please, continue your testimony.
But that girl, she caught her and she hit her.
Can I ask with what? Press? How did you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her?
She has a point. I question your testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. You're lying. You saw nothing, I'd say. Did you really see the defendant at all? Ooh, got her in something. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
Get.
I didn't actually see that one. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Actually, you can't even tell it's a girl's physique in that, when you think about it. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. Actually, she was. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Rawr! What are you trying to say? You mean lawyer?
She roared at me.
I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
I'll stop doing the wink, even though I just said it. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.
But it's getting close.
Alright, let's see.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Hee hee.
It's not a clock, though. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Well, I could probably get around the fact that it's not a clock, because the innards have been removed. Let me just check what it says on it. Also check my time. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry. God damn it, she knew it was a clock. I don't think I can present any evidence yet. I have to press her on something. Maybe the map. Okay, hold on a second. See your testimony again. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right, but that doesn't make sense, does it? Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her and hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. So it must have been what Edgewoth wanted her to say. So this was the testimony in her own words. Time to press it, squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Okay, I think it has to do with the fact that she went to the right, because that makes no sense. You couldn't have seen what happened if she went to the right, because then she would have been out of view of the window. I'm going to press this one. Is that right, as in your right, as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand. Right.
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Okay, that wasn't it. The girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. Wait! She should know it's a clock. Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. A clock, the thinker, I think? Her
Miss testimony must have been what Edgewoth wanted her to say. Time to press and squeeze.
Okay, it has to do with the clock. Uh-huh. What was I presented? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it.
Gah!
Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Oh,
Oh boy. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
No.
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial wouldn't be over.
Huh? What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fay and Company.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee.
The law offices of Fay and Company where the murder took place are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. Guess that was the wrong one. You have proof of that she could not? Amateurs. Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Actually, it would be very much, because she could say she heard the clock, but as we know, and technically Maya knows, that the innards were removed. So she would have false information. Indeed, objection sustained. Damn, time to switch directions. Quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung, and that was the answer. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang because it's empty. That clock is missing the clockwork. I got confused a little bit, but at least I didn't lose any. How could you possibly? Just have a look as soon as you can. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing the clockwork. It's quite empty. There we go. I meant, that's why it couldn't have rung was the weird part. I was thinking of one way. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May? Now what do you have? Tisk tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, you must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, and there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Actually, I can. I have phone records.
Oh, impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything?
Well, I was listening.
And now I'll show you the proof you would like so much.
The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is in the cell phone.
I don't even need to read it. Present it. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Oh, wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation that she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
He looks really pissed. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it?
The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. This was recorded in the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel, and the victim was alive. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to it so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
Nope, not from a store. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, I do. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. Oh, this one I don't really know, actually. It's not the receipt. It's made by Larry Butts. Well, I gotta present it. It was made by Larry. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for better excuses. Or a better excuse. Isn't it? You know what I mean. Oh? Excuses not on sale today?
Oh.
Whoa, hey, her thing's turning. Heart's upside down and tits shaking. Oh, jeez.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die.
Did you do it? You didn't do it. Unless you did. Wait, that's be weird. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Teehee. Wink.
I didn't. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Ah, the wiretap. She was wiretapping the phone? Someone's phone? Have a look at this. Ah! Oh! That! Hey, wait, whatever. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was the clock is... Oh god. Would it be on the phone? That the victim... It's the conversation. Yeah. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Hmm? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. What? She angry now. Why is she angry? It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, God, she's gonna cry. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. You did it. Why the wire? That is a good question. Why the wiretap? Let's ask. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. It's too soon to accuse her. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? God, she's saying exactly what Edgewoth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. That is true. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? I don't think she did it. It has to do with Mr. White, doesn't it? Do you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Oh my god, did she just pull a JoJo? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Yeah, that's the thing. I guess at this point it wasn't a big thing. I guess, maybe. I don't know. I don't drink the stuff. I don't like coffee anyway. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. God. Where's that receipt anyway? So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bill. Let's continue examining for now. Right, on with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes? But that bears no relevance to the case at hand. Murder! There's no way you can prove any connection. Uh-oh. I think this can't be the end. I'm out of evidence. And I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last. What? But that means Maya's guilty? Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The defense would like to call the bellboy after all. I was supposed to call him. Okay, I figured he was probably being paid off or something. Tisk, tisk, tisk. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy, and Miss April May's alibi proved to be solid, then, by default, your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth. He's got me back to a corner, but I don't see any other way to take this. I accept. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. He's here? Why is he here? You see, I'm thinking Edgeworth paid him off or something, or he's in cahoots. That's why I want to select him. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. That's a weird thing to say. Why does he still have the teeth set? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That teeth set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Alright, what do you got here? Miss May's room service. I am a head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel. In business for 4 generations. Gatewater. Watergate! Oh shit, I just got it. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9, on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. The time doesn't make sense. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murders now, why are we finished? Well, technically... wait a minute, because she called at 8. Why did she call for an hour specifically? I am the bellboy at the Gatewater Hotel in the business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee brought to her at 9 on the dot. This one... 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished a drink after she finished, sir. 9. Time of the murder? Brought to her at the precisely requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. This bellboy wouldn't have any reason to lie. I have to find something to use in his testimony. One more time. I'll press him until he spills the beans for his tea. Something off. Okay, I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening. Okay, she asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought to her at precisely the requested time, of course. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I wouldn't have any reason why. This one's a bit tougher because I have a feeling I got an idea. I'm just not sure which line it is I'm supposed to press on. Okay, I mean, sure. Because technically she should be watched from... See, she asked for an order. Okay. Let's press on this one. Precisely 9 then? Precisely. Exactly. And most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy? Hee hee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Where am I pressing wrong? Let me check something here. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. Not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and we wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It's a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgewoth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it. Now this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in, room service. Bed making? Because the... So ask about the bed making. Bed making. Tell me about making beds that day. I was wondering what you were going to ask, but bed making? A new low. Now, Mr. Edgewoth. The witness will answer the defense's question. Yes, well, it was quite like any other day's bed making. I changed the sheets, the pillowcases, and then I proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring pillows for 2, of course, but they're quite light, you see. Pillows for 2. I see. Thank you. Pillows? For 2? Bellboy, what did you just say? Eh? Ah, yes. Pillows are light. Sir? Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgewoth, who... He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh, damn! You fool. Well, that's you trying to play everything. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, We have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Do you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who? Who is this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oh! Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has the alibi at the same time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oh, how much more can I take? You keep landing critical blows on me. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Oh shit. We have an adjourned court? I guess, yeah, I get trials do take multiple days, yes. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Mr. Wright, you're amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine.
Say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no. I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who? Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
Okay, so trials can go on for longer. As for a full record of April May's testimony, I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, it's only one part that got left on the record. Got left on or out? It looks like I got new evidence for tomorrow's trial. That's how they do it. I don't know how much good this will do to me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. To be continued. Of course, I'll say I'm about to end the part. I'm going on for a little bit longer, but it's fine. It's exciting, I guess. It is. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Ah, well, this is where I shall end it, though. And for the DS stuff, I actually worked on this since I'll be doing it. I've worked out on the outro. Bam! Yeah! It's probably not aligned perfectly, but whatever. Probably looks like crap. Anyway, thanks for watching more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'll see you in the next part. So long.